do you actually know what makes your cat feel truly loved by you? Yes, you feed them every day, you pet them, you make sure they are comfortable and safe, and you try to give them a good life. But behind all of that, there are things your cat is quietly craving that most owners never even think to do. Cats are mysterious creatures. They rarely demand attention the way dogs do, and because of that, many of their emotional needs remain hidden. But if you learn to notice the small signals they give you will realize that your cat has been trying to connect with you all along. These are some of the most powerful ways to bond with your cat, and if you keep overlooking them, which most owners honestly do without realizing it, you might never experience the deepest level of connection your cat is ready to give you. And trust me, once you start doing these simple things, your relationship with your cat can change in ways you never expected. Let's start with the one you can try tonight. 1. Scratching the spots they secretly crave. Have you ever noticed your cat leaning hard into your hand in one spot, but pulling away in another? That's not random behavior. Your cat is literally telling you where love lives on their body. But the truth is, most owners miss this completely. Here's what most people do. They go straight for the back, stroking from head to tail again and again. Or worse, they try to rub the belly because it looks soft and tempting. And yes, some cats tolerate it. They may allow it for a moment or two, but tolerating something is very different from truly enjoying it. There's a huge difference between a cat that simply puts up with your touch and a cat that melts into it. The spots your cat is actually craving are the scent gland zones, right around the cheeks, at the base of the ears, and underneath the chin. These areas are incredibly important to your cat because they contain glands that release special scents. When you slowly scratch those areas, something amazing happens. Your cat releases facial pheromones. These are chemicals that signal comfort, safety, and trust. So you're not just giving your cat a nice scratch, you're triggering a biological response that tells their brain, this person is safe, this person is home. A study published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats showed significantly more positive reactions, things like slow blinking, purring, head pressing, and relaxed body language, when touched around the head and cheeks compared to other areas like the belly or the base of the tail. Cats that were touched in the wrong zones actually showed subtle signs of stress, things like twitching tails, ear movement, or slight tension in their body. And the surprising part is that most owners never even notice these signals. But once you start paying attention to them, you'll begin to understand your cat in a completely new way. And if that small change already surprises you, wait until you hear the last thing on this list. It's something so simple that most people overlook it every single day, but it might be the most powerful thing you can do to make your cat feel safe with you. 2. Letting them hunt, not just chase. Have you ever wondered why your cat suddenly loses interest in toys after just 20 or 30 seconds? You're waving the toy around, trying to make it exciting. Your cat pounces once or twice, maybe swats at it, and then they simply walk away like they are bored. But the truth is, they're not bored. You're just playing the game in a way that doesn't match how a cat's brain actually works. Most owners treat playtime like a simple chase game. They swing the toy quickly through the air, moving it constantly and expecting your cat to run after it. But that's not how cats hunt in the wild. Cats are not natural chasers like dogs. They are ambush predators. Their hunting style is based on patience and precision. In nature, a cat spends time stalking quietly, watching carefully, calculating the exact moment to strike. And that final moment, the moment when they finally catch the prey, is where all the satisfaction lives. So when you move the toy too fast or keep it floating in the air where your cat can never actually grab it, you might be frustrating them without even realizing it. You're activating their hunting instinct but never allowing them to complete the natural cycle. Imagine preparing a delicious meal but never being allowed to take a bite. That's what it feels like for your cat. The solution is surprisingly simple. Move the toy slowly. Let it hide behind a pillow or a piece of furniture. Let it pause for a moment like real prey would.
Make it act like a tiny creature that doesn't even realize your cat is watching. And then comes the most important part. Let your cat catch it. Let them grab it with their paws, bite it, and kick it with their back legs. That moment of capture releases a rush of dopamine in their brain, which gives them deep instinctual satisfaction. When you start playing this way, you'll notice something interesting. Your cat will stay engaged longer, they will focus more intensely, and sometimes they will even come to you when they want to play again. That's not just playtime anymore. That's trust being built through instinct. And hey, before we jump into the next one, if you're learning something new about your cat right now, hit like and subscribe. It really helps us reach more people who want to understand their cats on a deeper level, just like you do. 3. Talking in short, soft phrases. Have you ever spoken to your cat and suddenly felt like they were actually listening? Maybe they tilted their head, turned their ears toward you, or looked directly at you as if they understood something you just said. You weren't imagining it, but here's what most people misunderstand. It's not really about what you say, it's about how you say it. A study conducted in 2022 at Paris-Nanterre University discovered something fascinating. Cats can clearly distinguish their owner's voice from the voice of a stranger. But here's the interesting part. They only reacted strongly when the owner used short, soft, slightly higher-pitched phrases directed specifically at them. When the owners spoke in their normal adult conversational voice, their cats barely reacted at all. But the moment the tone shifted to something warmer and gentler, their cats became more alert, more attentive, and often more affectionate. Now, this doesn't mean you need to go overboard with exaggerated baby talk. In fact, too much of that can actually have the opposite effect. Cats have extremely sensitive hearing, and loud, energetic voices can feel overwhelming for them. The perfect tone is somewhere in between, soft, calm, short, almost like a quiet conversation between two beings that already understand each other without needing many words. And here's something many people never realize. When you consistently use that gentle tone with your cat, you're building what scientists call a vocal identity. Over time, your voice itself becomes a signal of safety. Your cat starts to associate that sound with comfort, relaxation, and trust. 4. Offering food from your hand weekly. What is one of the most powerful ways to bond with your cat takes less than 2 minutes a week. No special tools, no complicated training, just your hand and a few pieces of food. It sounds almost too simple, and that's exactly why most people never try it. Most owners follow the same routine every day. They fill the bowl, place it on the floor, and walk away. And there's nothing wrong with that. Your cat still gets their meal. But what many people don't realize is that they are missing one of the most primal bonding opportunities available between them and their cat. In the wild, mother cats bring food back to their kittens. That moment of directly offering food is one of the very first experiences of trust a young cat ever has. It's deeply wired into their instincts. So when you place a few pieces of kibble or a small treat in your open palm and gently offer it to your cat, you're doing more than feeding them. You're speaking an ancient language their instincts understand. On a level deeper than words, you're telling your cat, I provide for you. You're safe with me. Now, if your cat doesn't take the food immediately, that's completely normal. Some cats need time to feel comfortable eating from a hand. The important part is patience and consistency. When you do this once a week, calmly and gently, something subtle begins to change. Your cat approaches your hands differently, not with hesitation, but with curiosity and trust. 5. Sitting on the floor at their level. What if the most meaningful thing you could do for your cat costs nothing at all? No toys, no treats, no special training. Just sit on the floor. That's it. No agenda, no reaching out to pet them, no calling their name. Just quietly lower yourself to their world and exist there for a few minutes. Think about life from your cat's perspective. Every human in their world is a giant. You tower over them when you walk past. You lean down from above when you try to pet them. Even your love comes from a place high above their head. And your cat accepts all of it. but they rarely get the chance to experience you as an equal presence, someone who isn't towering over them, isn't reaching towards them, and isn't asking anything from them. When you simply sit on the floor, something quiet begins to happen. Your cat notices. Maybe not immediately, but eventually they will. They might glance over at you, then slowly move a little closer. Maybe they sit nearby, not on you, not demanding attention, just near you. And that space between you isn't distance, it's your cat choosing to be with you on their terms, without any pressure at all. And that right there is the purest form of trust a cat can offer. Not because you fed them, not because you scratched the perfect spot, not because you played the right way, but because you made yourself small enough to meet them where they truly are.